Alright, today I will be doing an experiment on how fruit goes brown and how we can prevent fruit from going brown. Okay, so first I'm going to actually do the experiment, and then after I will go into the science and the chemistry behind this phenomenon and explain to you why this happens. So here's how we're going to start the experiment. First, I need all my materials. You need 3 bowls, as you can see here, 1, 2, 3. You need a 125 milliliter bottle of lemon juice. You need a glass of water, which we have right here, an apple, a sharp knife, that hurt, and a cutting board so we can cut the apple and not mess up my mother's kitchen. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do with this experiment is I'm going to cut up this apple into skinny slices, and I might cut some just so I can eat too. Looks pretty good. I might have to eat a couple. Oops. Alright, I'm going to set up these bowls just so we have them. Alright, so now I'm going to take 3 apple slices and place them individually in each bowl. One bowl I will leave just by itself with no liquid in it. The other bowl I'm going to put water in, and in the third bowl I will put the lemon juice. As you can see, this bowl is filled with just the apple and oxygen. Now I'm going to pour the water into this bowl, so I submerge the apple in the water. That looks pretty good. It's floating there, but it is submerged when you push it down. And the third bowl, I am going to put in the lemon juice. This is probably an easier way to do it. Just gotta make sure this is submerged. That looks good. When I push it down, it goes below the water. So now I will wait a half hour and see which apple has browned the most and which has the least. Right, so it has been about 30 minutes, and now I'm going to take the 3 apple slices out and place them on the cutting board. Alright, as you can see from the 3 pieces of apple, this was the one that was in this bowl with just air, and as you can see, it's very, very brown compared to the other 2. This one was in the water, and it's a little bit brown on the top, but definitely not as brown as that one. And then the one that was in the lemon juice, actually, it doesn't seem like there's any brown on it at all. And this is this is a successful experiment. This is exactly what we wanted to happen. And now I'm going to go into the scientific side and explain to you why this happened. So this is an oxidation reaction. As you can see, the oxygen, which is right here, reacts with the polyphenol oxidase, which is what comes out of the apple. And they react to create melanin, which is the product. And that is the brown stuff that comes out of the apple when it is left out in the oxygen for too long. As you can see, here is the chemical reaction. So as you can see from the 3 apples, one is brown, one is slightly brown, and one isn't brown at all. The one that is really brown was left out in the oxygen, which meant that the oxygen was able to react with the polyphenol oxidase really easily, and this made the melanin really, really strong, which is the brown stuff on the apple. And then for the middle apple that was slightly brown, it was left in the water. And even though water was blocking the oxygen from getting to the polyphenol oxidase, it didn't block it all the way because oxygen is in water and it can't stop it fully from getting to it and creating the melanin. And then the third apple, which isn't brown whatsoever, was left in lemon juice, which has a chemical called ascorbic acid. And this chemical stops the oxygen from getting to the polyphenol oxidase and creating the melanin. The phenomenon of oxidation is a complicated topic, and I hope today that you learned a great deal about it and about why apples brown. And hopefully you can use this strategy to maybe stop your fruit from being brown. All right, so overall, this experiment was a great success, and I hope everyone learned something new and cool today. And thank you to my apples and everything else for help. Yeah, thank you very much, and this is Owen Morrissey signing out.